Fathom view. Space também. Hello? It's weird to see you on a Wednesday. Feels weird to see myself on a Wednesday. Katie said I shouldn't stream today, so. 29, something, man. Nonsense. Aw, hello, Katie. Katie said he wanted to see more farming content, so. Who am I to say no? We're gonna min-max. We're gonna min-max. We're gonna min-max some farm builds here. See how many planters we can fit. Figure out some mic placements. We'll also probably figure out the build I'm going to be using tomorrow, because that's not really ironed out. The Murdoch. You guys think about a little not straight here, but man, it's so tough. It's so tough to fade on like an angle coming down. Gosh. I think it looks better though. Like I think that I can figure that out longer term. Like if I can get it down with a clean line. No, hand didn't slip. It's just weird because like the trimmer is like this long-ish. So it's like you have to come up with like an angle kind of this way to like fade it. And it's just kind of not rated. I have no idea. I didn't log on that server at all yesterday, so no idea. What's up, RMC? Steady hand. I think I have a steady hand. That's pretty steady, huh? Yeah, let me. There's like a slight kind of thing sometimes. Pretty fortunate overall. Oh, I logged into the wrong server. Make weird comments like that, bro. We're gonna have to time me out or something. So, apparently we're not rated. This isn't what I wanted to log on to, though. I don't really want to play on here. I'm curious if anybody rated me, though. It is Marquez. Oh, my bag's far. All right, we'll run over. Let's check it out. Just to find out. I have no idea what the pop's even on here. Used to be a famous surgeon. Heart surgeon. Chat, would you guys trust me doing surgery on you? If you give me some prep time, I'd be confident doing surgery on myself. Like if it was like a third, like if I was like a third party thing. Do you know what I mean? Define too deep. Around the server is probably just waiting for my base to decay. The externals here too? What? Can't believe this stuff's not gone. Oh, that one's gone over there. Wow. Well, there you go, chat. Unrated. What a base. Look at all the pies. Gosh. All right. Well, Mini has to be done, right? Yeah, okay. Only mom jokes here. I don't know why that didn't work. Battle metrics. Sanctuary. There's a Q. Come. Cool base. Thanks, dude. What's up, VG? What's up, George? Emerhan? Mirin? Murdoch? It's clear the island. Wipe. Yes. Twig. Biome. Desert. Alright. Let's pick this out. We have some different planners. Isn't there like a single pot? What's the single pot called? And why don't I say, oh, there we go. Single, it's called a single pot. Okay, so let's start with a floor stack. That's a little higher. So our default floor stack's here. I think it's gonna be too low, but I think if we make a farm base, we're gonna have to increase the floor stack size. What's the best way to do this? I can test it that way. Okay, so they've changed it that you can't do it just says you cannot build. Well, that's not very helpful. And then if we do the top one first. All right, so we got the bottom one, and then we do possibility. That might be enough. Yeah, so it's not high enough. Okay, so we need a higher floor stack. So we did here, so we'll come up to this line here. And kind of just work it up until it fits. Question becomes though, if when that gets shorter on the top, I guess that doesn't matter. Okay. Still no. Oh, now it says blocked by planner box. What about vice versa? All right, so that was here. Let's go up to this line. Eventually, one of these is going to work. That still fits even though that roof's so low. Oh, it's serious, chat. Those don't snap? Okay. Okay. What do you do for work? Oh, that's complicated. Am I missing something here? They didn't just like, we're gonna go way high here and just try. Let's try this one. Fuck it. That still fits. That still doesn't fit. Oh, now we're back to can't build. Why does it say can't build? As opposed to planter box. It's not like this foundation, is it? I don't think I've ever done a floor stack this high. Let's try in the middle of this X here. I don't even know if I can do it. That's not gonna work. Yeah, it's like into the ground. We can try it, I guess. Yo, what's up, Mike? Bird got kicked from the group, dude. That's too Italian or something. Okay, so we know somewhere between here and here will work. Let's try this X here. Obviously, less floor stack is better. So we had to place the lower one first, right? Do we do lower one first or do we do higher one first? Damn, you really need it way, way up there. Is the water even gonna hit it way up there? That's wild. That's so high. That was here. So somewhere between here and here. I guess we try this, the top of this black line here. I guess I can do up here. Hope you're well, Mike. Nice seeing you, dude. become a cloth farmer or what? Yeah, dude, like I've gotten so old now, I'm just bad at PvP, so we have to switch into the farming life. Like my time in war is over, you know? Okay, so that was the top of this black line, right? Let's try the bottom of that black line. So that was here. Let's try this black line. Whittle it down a little bit. I think the server's going down. I think the server's cycling. There was someone explained that to me once, why they have to do that, but it feels like they don't have to actually do that. How much of that are you trying to stack? I mean, 2 in a square is plenty, right? Hello, Breadlord. I mean, it looks like the server's up, but it's not letting me connect. If I can get an efficient farm base that's easy enough for me to set up, I mean, yeah, why not, right? Like if I'm going to start spending more time on servers. Hey, Scarlet. It's passive income. It's passive income. Why would we not do it? Back in. Alright. Twig. Wipe. Yes. Nope. Biome. Desert. Cool. Alright. We were trying this black line here. That's the cutoff. Huh. Cutoff is somewhere between this black line and this black line. So we'll use the bottom of this thick black line here. I think we want to use the same layout for the base we had going on. This will give us 6 large planters, which seems like plenty to me. We could do 4 large planters. Let's do it with 4. 6 feels like a lot. Because if we do 4, this should be all we need. We could make this smaller if we used hanging walls. Does a single wall hold up? Yes. It's kind of complicated though, because the hanging wall has to be a half wall. I don't think we could put a half wall that low. What if we do it the other way? What can a single foundation hold? Could if we reinforced it. Can. That's better. So the high one is the entrance here, which would be like that. So if that's like that, this has to be a square. And that's kind of messy. I have to almost build that one out. Build it out too, really. And then I can go like this. Like that. Let's me build back in with this one. Damn. Actually, I think double doors hold those stability, right? I don't? I don't. What if we don't make this a door? And we just make this? The funny thing is we could bunker this. we wouldn't be able to reach the top planners. Oh, what's that? I did the top of this line, right? And that didn't work. It doesn't really matter. I guess we could just go all the way up here, but how many times is he gonna build the same exact thing in the same way every time? Except when he's talking, apparently. Did they just hotfix it while I'm working on it? The fuck? Is it the angle of this? Is it the angle of him? Yeah, they're snapping. That's what this is. This snap thing here. This was just working, right? I'm not... Maybe I'll just stand up here. Where was that last one? Like, didn't we just do that last one really high? Chat. Last one, was it to the left or to the right? I think it was to the light. Sorry, I think it was to the left, I mean. Am I higher or lower than the last floor stack? We did all of these. Let's try here. Let's try the top of the X. I thought I did too, Faber. Back to PvP. Ooh, I feel like I still have this floor stack. I did. Let's try to the lower side of it. I don't think I was here yet. Let's try to the lower side of this X. Let's try the line of above the X. Does it matter? Maybe one wasn't placed. Like maybe one was off. No, off doesn't seem to affect it. Hey, 3 Clover. Yeah, it's Jewer@Jewer.gg. It must have been, had to have been a rotation or something, right? It was bottom up that worked. We had like 2 or 3 in a row that worked. I don't even know if you can plant all these. Could you even water that? I like how we can place one that close to the roof, but we can't place one this close to the roof. Is nobody going to go back in the VOD and tell me what I'm doing wrong here? It says not stable enough. Where was... We did the black line. Let's just try this top X here. Because there was no way I was higher than this last time. It shouldn't be a stability thing. And it couldn't have had more stability than that has. I think it was blue there. Yeah. Okay, whatever. If that works, that works. It's pretty much a half wall. Yeah, I have to go up like this to get that. I mean, that's a funny looking. You could. You could do this for pipes in and out of stuff, chat. You'd have to inverse this. But you could make a super slim gap that you could just run a pipe through there. That you can't shoot through, really. We could call them chimneys. It's where the presents come in. And it's chimney shaped. That was top box. Where was it? Somewhere at the top box, right? Oh, I think I did that black line on the top box. So if you have it like that, yeah. Is it opposite? Which way does this need to go? I mean, I guess any floor stack, really. What was the low wall, though? This feels opposite. Like the low wall would be here. No, this has to be the other way around. This should be the low wall. This should be the half wall. No, because then it blocks it this way. As opposed to low wall, half wall. And then I can't build. That blocks it that way. Why is this inverse of what I need? We'd want to adjust the store flat or floor stack height, because we can, like this wall here, we can vary it as little or as much as we want. So we would just bring that down. So if the floor stack was closer, this would slide down, making that into the chimney. Kind of similar to like just my normal floor stack, probably, because that's pretty tight. Move from hand there. Like that. But bring the floor stack closer. If we get around that because we use this is one if you didn't know. So you can see these floors, like when they're upgraded here. Just kidding. Like you can see how much space is between these floors, right? If you replace the bottom one with a hatch, it kind of closes the gap a little bit, right? You replace the top one with that frame, it drops it down, blocks it kind of tremendously. So this is how, in my floor stack, I get away running the wire through here. Is because when you build these frames, like if this is like the normal roof height or roof gap, when you this is the ceiling gap, like how wide this piece is right here. When you swap it to a door frame, it builds down. Like it doesn't build from the middle. Like it's obviously thicker, but it doesn't build in like from the middle out. It builds from the top down. Easier if you showed us a demonstration. Okay. So here we have are those just different heights to begin with? They are. Hey, Face Punch, you know how your ladder hatches blow up when heli rockets your base? And you guys you might not know what the fix is. Those should be the same height for sure. But the point I'm trying to make is when you upgrade this, then you can see that stayed at like the top. And then here, it goes down. Like it doesn't build like halfway here, halfway here. It drops. I mean, I guess it's the same as the twig, essentially. Yeah, they're just different heights. That's the problem. I bet they dropped them. This was the original, and then they dropped them to add ladder hatches. I bet that's the reason. Because the ladder hatch then is even with the wall. As opposed to if you do it this high, then the ladder hatch would be higher than the
Be
floor.
39 months.
I bet that's why. Go Bass with the tier 3, 39 months. Nice to see you, brother. You catch up on some streams, dude. I had some good ones in the last week or so. Yeah, that's not right. They should fix that. I bet that would solve some issues with some things too. Anyways. So here, what we could do is you kind of have two options, right? You could either make your floor stack even closer to reduce that gap to get the pipe to go through. But my solution to that was to use frames, essentially, because that will block it off. You can see that this mostly blocked it off. But if we would do two of these, because this one, again, stays the same height, I guess we found out, that gap's even smaller. It looks a little cleaner if you upgrade it then, too. I wonder if these have different heights. No, they look about the same. But yeah, like essentially a chimney would be like this, but you get the floor stack even closer. All right, we have to do it. We have to get this right, and then we own it. Let's drop down to, we'll go down to like this one here. Which probably means we could switch our external bunkers to use this, because then they wouldn't have to be bunkers anymore. You would just fully enclose them and they just wouldn't open. Or we might be able to use a twig to pop the top off. Oh, that would be real sick. Wonder if we could do that. It's like even here is not quite. It's good, but you want to reduce the range as much as you can, so like you can't even shoot rockets into it, right? That's the big one. If they can shoot it in like instant ammo, it's probably not going to do too much other than like drop flames. But if we can block off rockets, so even closer. Closer. Oh my gosh. Let's do this one. Oh yeah, at some point you can't. Something you probably didn't know about floor stacking. Floor stacking is like when they get too close, they're too close and you can't put them on top of each other because they block each other. But another thing about floor stacking, this is the part you probably don't know, is that order matters in some cases. As your floor stack gets closer and closer together, you can do its top and then bottom. So the top has to be placed first. So here it lets us do it, and then here it doesn't. The problem is, the reason I don't do this, like the closer you can get it, the better. The reason I do, it took me a little bit, but I figured out like the perfect floor stack height, because it's the minimum height that allows you to replace them in either order. So if we had a base that looks like this, right? We have, you know, our top and then our bottom, our floor stack, and they raid top down and they pop this. Well, now it's armored and maybe they failed. But the problem is you can't replace the floor stack now because you have to go top to bottom. So my floor stack, the way I do it is you can replace, the order doesn't matter. So if they raid from the top, it doesn't matter. If they raid from the bottom, it doesn't matter. Similarly, like if this was your base and for some reason they were coming upwards and they pop this one, apparently you can't replace it with Adobe. Oh, that must mean... Does that mean Adobe hangs down lower? Is it the wood undersiding? Does the wood undersiding have collision, chat? It has to. Or is it this, I don't even think I can show you guys. This wood outline here, like this inch or whatever. Maybe it's just the wood outline has collision? It's probably not the logs, right? It's probably that, like, chat, go with me here. If this was like a really long hamburger, and this is the top bun, and this is the bottom bun, and this is the burger with cheese, like, I know you guys see it. I'm saying I think the burger with cheese layer has collision. Where, wait, no, this has this brown spot here then too. All right, I don't know. All I see is the burger now, though. No, Heidi, I come here today. So, like, this needs cleaned up some. I'm trying to change it up here. But, like, I think this side's better. Angle-wise, like, I can't even see it, unfortunately. I think that design, like, I kind of want to go with, like, a, kind of like a that. Like an S almost, but anyway. Sorry. So what I was saying is, whereas we can build this now, if this is Adobe, it blocks it. Which might mean, if for reason we would run that, sorry, for any reason we would ever want to like run pipes through stone, which is probably not really, you can close this gap even more by upgrading it to Adobe. It just dropped down, chat. Did you guys see that? Yeah. I got this. You see this gap here? We can see the top of the burger. But if we upgrade that, oh my gosh, it goes all the way down. Almost, it literally goes like another stone level down. Now the burger has a different bun. Chat, which one of these look better to you? Number 1. Oh, that's not it. Number 2. Well, I guess we should check the other ones. Brick goes down. Brick closes it too. Brutalist is in the middle. Oh, look at how close that gap is with Brutalist. Oh, that's nice. That's like a clean line too. I like that a lot. Stone gives you more. So we got like 4 degrees here. This is the most open. This is like the next. I don't know if the other two matter. Brick probably. Even though it's an overlap, it's only like this much of an overlap. And Adobe just pancakes it. Do pipes care about too narrow of a gap? I would bet that if we ran a pipe and upgraded it, I bet it would sever the pipe. That's an interesting thing to try. Gap's too close. Like we need... Chimney's not open enough. We should start using that, chat. We're going to use that. All of you guys here now in chat, I'm going to just start dropping that line. I say random things random times, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But a lot of them have like a backstory or a meaning to it. That's going to be our new, like, code word. Okay, we tried here, and that was too close. Let's try... Wait, did I do this one or the line? I think I did this one. Let's try this one. Oh my gosh. The chimney cap is too tight. We're gonna have to upgrade that. Side grade? I think it'd be a side grade, right? Alright, back to it. Order matters. How did I get the wall? Oh. Well, we know our floor stack works. Do I just need to go back further? That was there. Let's try the bottom here. Actually, I like this one. Chat, type 1 if you see a button legs right here. Am I doing this wrong? I think I've been doing it wrong, chat. We're gonna have to find the position all over again. Well, I mean, I guess we might as well test this one. Finally one. All right, what's the test here? We'll do it chimney style. I guess you can just loop it to itself. Yeah, it feels complicated. Okay, wait. Oh, it was green. I saw it. Oh, that's tight. All right, so the question here is now, if we upgrade this, whose idea was that? I mean, I thought too. Legit, but somebody else said it, right, in chat? Fathom with a break a pipe. Fathom. You would try Adobe or the other one first. I guess we have 3 we can pick from, right? Adobe, Brick, and Brutalist. There we go. All right, we'll try Brutalist. So as we upgrade this, the question becomes, which one breaks it? Like, do they break it? And if so, which one breaks it first? Brutalist does not break it. I think we said Brick next. Brick does not break it. Okay, well. You can see the blue box around it. I bet that's its hitbox. Yeah. You can see its hitbox here. It's that highlight thing. You can see like that blue is the collision box for it. you can measure it and see like the actual differences to them too. So like Adobe, these wood things on the bottom do actually have collision. Like I think those wooden things would actually, if aimed right, take a rocket that wouldn't otherwise like hit, say, that. If you shot a rocket right here, it wouldn't hit this. If it was Adobe, that would absolutely hit that. That's very inconsistent. I wonder if it's just they couldn't make it look good with the size they had. So like this stone floor obviously looks whatever, right? You have these stones, I guess, layered on this, but like it's not very, like the dimensions on it kind of suck. And it's not very big. So like when they had to design like this brick one to look good to sell more, they couldn't design it similarly, because like we all know the height of bricks here. Like for example, like we know bricks that look like that are also, you know, about that about that deep. So like they had to account for that, or would it have just looked bad? And I think that ended up pushing the wood branch bottom thing down. Yeah, I guess we should check metal. We haven't done that. That's a better one. All right, so we can see the other thing I was going to show you here. So you see how this Adobe has like rounded corners on it? Like it kind of cuts down and cuts in like around the burger. It kind of leaves an open space here, right at the corner. So like if you had two of these next to each other, okay, it fully overlaps. It looks like it didn't. Those blue boxes fully overlap, which is what it should do, which is good. Like, look at that brick skin's higher than that one. You could use you could use skin heights with the floor stack to like open and close like pipes being run in. Closes any sort of gap. Like if you got the floor stack close enough, like we can see here, different ones have different heights, right? We're more on the left here. Let's get more of like a, there we go. That didn't work. What? So my W key is bound to sprint as well. So like it holds shift, so it just thinks I'm flying. I guess height-wise, these are the same. Height-wise, they're pretty close. You can see metal's a little bit bigger, or yeah, shipping container. Ooh, metal has a smaller bottom. Just slightly bigger than stone. Yeah, so the whole thing's bigger with shipping container. So we can use that in the floor stack. Chat. Oh, we can. We can. Oh, that's a great idea. Ooh, that's a real great idea. Maybe it's what Leo's saying. Leo, what do you mean by that? Yes, that's what we were doing there. We were learning how to fully close the gap via upgrading things. So if we upgrade this to sheet metal or shipping container, that'll mostly block it. That's pretty much blocked. So we were seeing how close could we get to open and close this. That wasn't the good idea. Oh, I see what you mean, Leo. No, this is better than that. What if? What if we can design? I believe we can. What if we can design a base that will use this mechanism of this is blocking, this is not blocking, to open up our loot storage? What if we build like a giant circle with a whole bunch of triangles, and then each one of those triangles is like a vending machine or a barrel? And when you're on, your base looks like this. And then when you log off, your base looks like this. And that will, it's an individual bunker mechanism for your loot. It's like a locker for your loot. How wonderful is that idea? It costs like 10 metal frags to seal your bunker, like to seal your box at the end of the night. So the question becomes, yo, 7bam, watch my email. Oh, did you send me a video?
7ban_Stockholm 20 months. Do you watch my email?
Not floor stack. Yeah, no, I think we use floor stack for it. So whereas this is currently that, we would essentially do that. And that's going to fully... I guess we won't. These should be about the same height. Yeah, like this doesn't quite block it. We would have to do it a little bit more. But when we upgrade this, then it'll make it so we can like loot the box that's in here. Which means this too needs to be a frame so we can stand there. I guess that would be the higher foundation. That's gonna block that though. So it has to be inverted. The lower foundation. Oh, that's right. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as this concept works. So we can see here the floor stacks too close. Way too close. Wait. Yeah, it comes down just a little bit. Yeah, that's significant change. And that doesn't change at all. So only the roof changes. Only the roof changes. Okay. Because it's a frame. Oh, that's close. You can just close the chimney. We're back to the chimney chat, but we're gonna use it for boxes. Give me 1 second here, chat. I'll be right back. So we need a closer floor stack than this. Was that our default? I think that was our default. Because we can do...
Easy 1357931 months. Chill vibes
There's no way our...
only.
There's no way our default floor stack will do this, right? No, we needed it closer together, and that one didn't work. Let's go back to the butt. Frame. What? That's open. Still not close enough. We'll have to go lower than the butt. Let's try this one. So it was this out, this, this. Close. Open. Close. We got some room. We can increase this floor stack. That was here. Let's try. That's right here. Just to the right. That one's too much.
J0 Nassim for 9 months. Mechanics.
They weren't that much of a difference. I didn't think. Side. Ooh, that might be it. Oh, we're like a pixel off, chat. Thin little black line there. Closed. There's overlap. Yo, Jonas, thanks for Prime, dude. Easy B. Thanks for tier 1, man. Hype train income. So what we've created, chat. Oh, that would have just been too perfect. Oh my gosh. That would have been the most broken thing I've ever seen in Rust. It had this placed right here. Ah, now the question becomes at what point does it become lootable? And does it still block the gap enough? We really can't go above the butt. Oh, hype training coming? Been a minute since one of those. So the question was if I do... No, maybe, right? This is a little bit higher, and it places here. Okay, we do it somewhere. Somewhere between the butt here and the black line here. And the question is, at what point in between here can we fit the barrel and still have it closed? So we tried here, which wasn't quite good, but it might be good enough. Let's see if it fits the barrel, because this is cutting it in half. And it fits the barrel. So we go lower. It must be real close to that black line then. Let's just try here.
Dabbler 58 months.
Area.
Keep the train on them rails.
Hey, we're Fabe. Come on, 34 months. Thanks, dude. The Burr with the tier 2, 54 months. Keep the train on. Thanks, man. Yeah, 7 man. Thanks earlier, dude. We got it, chat. So it goes a little like this. Can we not quite reach it then? You can't reach it with the half wall. Oh, yes we can. All right, maybe it will work. And then I don't even think we need the frame. How much does the frame really add here? I guess it adds some. Now we probably can't touch it though. What if we had a campfire? Oh. we could just close the floor stack this much. And then not be dependent on the frame underneath. Wow, I can't, like, it just blocks it. I can even see it. Even with look at. Yeah. So we lower the floor stack to just bring this down to here. So when we upgrade it, it just blocks with the roof. And then we should still be able to get the barrel at that point. So if that was here, we gotta go way down. Let's try way down. Let's try here. Still too much. A lot, actually. You went... Wow, that's like an incredibly low floor stack. That's hardly anything. Because we just did here, and that wasn't enough. I'm gonna try like here. I can't even believe I'd try this. I can't even believe I'd try this low. People, oh, that's funny. First time that's happened. You can believe that. It's too much. It's too close now. No. Yeah, it needs to go a little... It's too close because we can't interact with it. And I think we have some leeway here too. It's the best way to see that. Yeah, there's overlap here. Couple pixels, which is probably enough. So that was right on... I'll do this. That was right on this white line, and we said we need a little bit more. By a couple pixels. Let's try this white line here. I wonder if barrel placement matters. Like if I put it back, it's probably easier for me to loot, technically. Not the right one. Yeah, like here it's closed. Yeah, it's sealed. And then if we... This is the most I change everything I've said before. This is the most broken thing in Rust. My God, someone's gonna make a YouTube video and put it out there tomorrow now that I streamed it. That sucks. I know you're watching this. Please give me credit. Yeah, do you see this? Do you see what I'm saying here? You know what I just invented, dude? Look. I think I'm gonna call it like the garbage can. This is your base. This is your base when you're online here. You know, whatever. This is one of your boxes in your base. Like, your base looks like whatever else. Here's a barrel inside of here. Right? Imagine if you just had a big circle and then like 10 barrels around you in a circle. And they all look just like this. And what you can do is you can go up and you can loot your barrel. And whatever you want, right? And then when you're logging off for the night, you just upgrade this to the shipping container. For 10 metal frags. And you can seal your individual loot into different bunkers for 10 metal frags. My God, that is the most broken thing I've ever heard in Rust. That's so crazy. It's not new, though. This is commonly used to add a bunker, ramp into a doorway. Oh, I have no idea why people... I don't even know what you mean by that. I mean, I think this is the first time we're bunkering individual loot boxes for 10 metal frags, right? You can just build a base of a circle of these. It just might. Oh my God. This might be close enough that we don't need the walls of the foundation. These might be close enough that this wall... Oh, maybe not. It's 28 stability. That this wall takes over ownership of this because it's so close. So in Rust... I'll teach you guys something here. You want to hear it? In Rust, if we have something like this, we can place a twig, and this twig orientation, you can see it points to here, means this is connected to here. So if you ever want to build, depending how you're building your base, what you would do is you'd snap to here, and then as soon as that turns to blue, that's the parent, that's the orientation it takes, right? Similarly, we could go this way and snap to this one instead. Again, straight up. But you can see now that it's different. So what Rust does is it's a child-parent relationship. So this floor, this is its parent, right? So when this wall gets broken, who does its parent become? They have code that checks to see what else is connected to it, and it will pick one of those, right? Similarly, if we break this one, whereas we had two options and it picked one, we now have one option, so it defaults to here. So the question is, if I pop this wall, does this latch onto this? And if it does, we don't need any foundations. That's probably wishful thinking. Okay. Oh, that would have been even worse. Like, that would have just been, because you could have just built this in a circle and just built roofs over it, and it's done. Like, you just build it once and it's just done. So the foundations can't really touch. Ooh, you could do 3. We could do 3. Kind of like this. However we want it to look. And then I think we just need this one foundation behind it. So this is your base. Lets me loot it. I had it there for a second. Yeah. And now all of your loot is in their own bunkers. So they have to raid each one. Yeah. You wanna honeycomb on top? You might have to build it first. There we go. Sure. These would... I guess you wouldn't be able to do that. Does that really matter, though? That'll block it. That's the most broken thing I've ever seen, chat. What's giving that stability? What? I guess this would be even now. Which means this could be a loot room. And that place is there now, which means this is a loot room. And that's a loot room. There it is, chat. That's your base. And there's your base offline. You can't lock a barrel. Oh, I know. You know what else you can't do? You can't loot barrel, dude. I figured out how to seal off all of our loot. And all you do is spend 10 metal frags when you're online to loot it. And then you just seal it back up. You can't do HQM because there's not HQM skins. So the one weakness is the middle here, because this foundation is holding up all of these. So if they raid this floor, it opens them all up, right? So if you lose this, you lose it. Once this pops. That's even better. Just the walls have to pop. I assumed that would be part of the stability, but it's not. Which means we could do kind of anything we want here. I would certainly do half walls. And just honeycomb that in. Right? Yeah, that's it. It's just metal frags. This is all you need. That's all you need. Just build a bunch of these. I don't know why you'd upgrade the walls and stuff. You can't do armored because there's no other armored skins at this point, and that'll seal it. I guess if you're getting raided and you're gonna lose everything either way, just upgrade them to HQM because then it permanently seals them anyway. So you have to leave it metal. Planners on top. Oh, that's a good idea. We could do it. We could do it a little different. We could do a different variation of this. Oh, that's dirty. Yeah. It's too soon for a full circle. Okay. We did the white line. Comedy. All right, so the question becomes, if this is correct, can we do this? No. Floor stack was closer than that? What was the line I used? Didn't we go from here not being enough to here? Wasn't that the last one? Yeah, it's this white line, right? Maybe I moved my mouse. I just moved my mouse again. That sucks if it's gonna come down to like micro hand gestures to get it close enough. I mean, the other thing was, right? There was a certain height where we couldn't loot it, but we could see it, right? kind of like this height, where we can see it, but you can't actually loot it. And I think it comes down to these blue boxes overlapping, and you can just barely... I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to get the position I want to get here. Like, the chimney cap is too tight. Or like not... I can't do this. I'm trying... There we go. Okay. Oh, like that's so close. I don't like... That's almost like pixels. Not even. Like, while it may be possible to loot it, the likelihood of ever hitting that exact... Because you'd have to literally be on the right pixel elevation to loot. Like, if it's a pixel wide and it's like 10 pixels long or something, like, you have to be literally on that like that plane, or you can't. And like, if it's down to like that close a pixel or something, like, you'd almost have to have like a levitation cheat just to... Not that I want to give... We're not gonna talk about it. Yeah, I don't... I mean, I guess they know loot's in there. My look at is 0, yeah. Like, I know they'll see it, but they can't touch it. Anyways, I wanted to try a different design over here. This is just a theory that we can err on the side of... I mean, I guess it really depends if you want them to be able to see it or not. Okay, so this is a good enough height. So this one's the roof one. This one's the boxes one. So if we would do like... So I want a square there. I guess that's kind of the only way to get there, though. You'd want to do it this way, just so you don't mess up the floor stack. Ugh. Kinda ugly. Right? I'm trying here. That's not gonna work because that's not a thing there. I guess I could just do this base. Question is that enough floor stacked for stability to do it? And I think it is. It is. Yeah. Right? That's where this one comes back to. This is the main one. I need 2 squares up there, which would be like this. Sorry. It's coming together. So that's the higher foundation. And that goes in the middle. So our starting triangle is here. Which means we need a square here. I always hate... I'm just gonna do this for... They're just too close for me. So this is our... Okay. We want to build like 2 out. Over triangle. That is our starting triangle. And which means this is square, square. And then I need to connect those out there though. I don't know if it's better to run the far side from square or from the triangle. We can do the square anytime, but we can only do the triangle now. So let's try that. Got it. I'd almost want to replace those. Oh, that's even better, chat. Yeah. How is it inversed? No, that's right. Wonder if that shipping skin's gonna mess with it. Ah. Remember, remember when I told you guys about walls breaking and picking new parents? Or I placed these on the wrong ceilings. Okay, placed them on the wrong ceilings. So, build the roofs first, I would say. I think that's still gonna block it though. Damn, that's gonna be such a good base. So my idea was gonna be that we'd have just a row of barrels here on all three sides, and that you would drop down and be able to loot like three here on each side. So you'd essentially have 18 separated barrels down here. Was the idea, but we can't quite do it. Oh, I hope this doesn't work. That's good. That's good that doesn't work. Oh, that's so good it doesn't work. That means these can be lifted walls. I guess it would only work for one layer though, because we can't build the outer wall up. You could skip a layer though. So like in here we have our boxes. We wouldn't be able to do one up because that will block it. But if we run the intersections up, that like we don't need, they might want to do it. Well, let's not. There we go. Oh, chat. I take it back. This is the way to do it. You're not going to be able to splash more than 2 now. Why? Where am I? Where am I? Not where I want to be. Oof, that's... yeah. All 3 walls, floor. Okay, yeah. What in the stability? Why? That doesn't make sense. And now we get to repeat. We've just turned... It's not blocked, bro. We just build them. Yeah, whatever. Some floor stacking issue there. Wait, these are different heights. These should be lower. Why are some of these higher? The only higher ones should be these. Everything else should be down here. Some of these are gonna have floor stack issues, chat. And that's just because my floor stack wasn't great. Just verifying. No, motherfucker. You. This is gonna be so tough to do. Okay, I can see higher and lower. I'm just gonna assume higher. We'll know if it's higher if we can loot them all, right? Okay, I think that's all of them. Now, we don't even need all of these. For sure. You probably only need... By you, I mean me and us. We probably only need that, like those middle ones there. Because you can honeycomb them. You can armor them too, to make the inner column more stable or defensive. You should definitely do that, chat. This lets them pick these barrels, but the bottoms can be whatever you want them to be. So make them all HQM and make them pick through HQM. I don't know. Does this one matter? Is that, I've always wondered, does this actually give us more stability? If we have... Let's test it too. So we have same level, which I believe in Rust building land, stability only goes upward. So if we place a thing here, does it give this more than 27% stability? And my belief is no. It does not, because stability only goes upwards. But the next question is, this 19% stable, if we build this, does this go up? And I believe it does. But I'm wrong. This wall gave it stability. 19 to 21, 19 to 19. To 21, okay, still to 21. So roofs don't give stability. Only walls or foundations. So don't build a roof for stability, which means it doesn't matter which one we put it on. I would say you would want it on the higher one, because then that would be contingent on these walls. So if it's getting raided and they break all of these, the middle doesn't lose stability because the stability is straight down on these foundations. So we want this higher. Oh, I don't even know how to tell that. Well, this is definitely lower, which means that one's not lower, which means that one's not low. That's not lower. That's not lower. That's lower. There we go. That's higher. All right, that's correct. This should be lower. Yes. Oh, you can see it here. It visually comes up as well. Neat. So again, I'd recommend upgrading those to HQM. Just to make soft siding a bitch. Because someone's gonna do it. And then you just build a second floor. You can just build column going up to the stars. You just cookie cut it out with as many resources as you got. And you just do the same thing. So you do these. And you honeycomb them all in. You can pick any one of these for TC, right? And then pipe it out. Oh my god, dude. You could probably run a pipe. Oh, I hope it doesn't work. You could do it this way. Oh, I know I could do it that way. No, there we go. Something turned green. Where's that? Yeah. Ooh, I like. Oh yeah, look, it's trying to go through there. It's like we're not the right. You were an option before, or is it the top, the other one, the top one? I don't know. Oh, that's why. Okay. How's that not through? What? That should be through. I don't believe that one. Banned. Well, how you guys liking the stream so far? Great stream of all time. I'll take it. Really interesting. Nice. Fantastic. Can't place anything on a roof, hence roofs don't. Well, that's not true. You can build. Oh, I wonder if it has to, if it comes down to the parent. For some reason, it's just stuck on negotiating connection now. You must think I DDoSed them or something, and it gave me like a kick or something. Because I think like RPC, packet flood or whatever, I think it's like your client flooding the server so they disconnect you. Oh, Obi-Wan, you should go back and watch it. This might be my best stream. I've done all this in the silence. I don't even have my headset on, chat. I don't know what that says about me. Negotiating connection. I think it kicked me or something. The chimney cap is too tight. Or not tight enough. Chimney cap is not tight enough. I believe is what it was. We're gonna call it the chimney cap. This is the chimney cap. Because that looks like a giant chimney anyway, like individually, and it's kind of like a fractal chimney that you can just, I guess, until you've reached the build limit, but you could just keep going straight up, right? I guess I'll try a different one, but like our base is, I don't think is gonna be there. The burger base. All right, we could do the burger base. It means you guys know like the backstory there then too. It's because the Adobe stone building skin looks like burgers. The roof looks like a burger. You tried Dead Side yet? Dead Side, yeah. I played that a bunch when it came out. They're gonna patch it. They're gonna patch floor stacking. You can't have this in your game. You can just build these in sequence next to each other and just take over the whole map. Infinitely. And you could just, like, Zergs could just run Xscav and get metal frags and literally just shit these out on the entire map. How could you possibly raid that? We're building the big burger base. What were we checking? Anybody remember? Oh, the pipe through the thing. We can do this. This will fit. If there's anything I've learned in the years. Comedy. You shall not carry this wrench through the wall. Where I draw the line. Back in. As long as you don't carry the pipe through the wall. I don't know how many of you guys ever get on these like builder sanctuary servers, but they glitch out from, like, I love the servers. They glitch out for me all the time. And like I think a lot of it's around like running pipes and stuff like that. But you'll log back in or whatever, like you'll get disconnected, you log back in, and there's some bug where just like your island, like all this stuff around you loads, and then it just like it waits a little bit, like seemingly kind of intermittently, and then just like piece of it just start kind of like blinking out. Like thoughts and ideas are just disappearing. But it reminds me a lot of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, like when his memories are like erasing, and it's just like there's just things in his, like he's reliving memories. I'm not spoiling it, you should watch it. But like things in those memories, like his dreams or whatever, like are just like poofing out of existence. And every time it happens on this map, that's what makes me think about it. So. You guys keep talking about crack. What? Get it. There. That's what I'm talking about, chat. And like I don't know what combination to do to get it back where it was. Like I've never, maybe once. Like one time it worked. Oh, it sucks. Now where am I? Where are these metal? Now I'm not gonna The white line. The white line? The white line. Jump twice. White line. This is the higher one. So this is the main foundation. I guess we don't have to redo all of that, right? We just want to see if we can do the pipe. That's easy enough to do without doing everything else. There's probably a certain height you could just place this at just to get it. So we can see the white. I'm going to put the bottom of that left white on the red line. Can't get that close. Right there. Instead of bottom of the red line, it's like now there's like another red line after that. I can't see that though. Right there. I can start to see it now. Hey. It was a good thought. We really want to be able to replace it. I guess it wouldn't matter if we run it back here, because that can be hidden anywhere. I guess it doesn't have to be hidden anymore. Not looking good? That's not the spirit. What are you talking about? See, it's going up somewhere there. That's up inside. I wonder if, like... No, like, that's up in there. It's even on, like, almost this side of the wall, right? What if we try it that way? I wonder what that lip is it hits there. Do you see that? You can see the shape of it here. It's like a flat line there. And then you go up and you hit it again. Oh, just once. So there's some flat line thing here. We got horizontal. That should be on the inside now. It's the top of the wall. The way these two objects look is... It's like when you run a pipe, it runs it just a smidge away from it, right? It's not against it. It's a little on the inside of it, right? Like even though I click right here in the corner, it's not right there in the corner. It's out some. The middle of it's out some. So if you look at this, when we go up the wall here, you see what's jumping to the top? Right when our center of our screen hits the top of the wall. Do you see that little like top of wall area right there? Our mouse is hitting the top of this wall here, which is why that's jumping up. Because we switched to the side of the wall here to the top of the wall here. And we go over it, and once we get past that, then it drops back down. Because now it's grabbing the far side of the wall underneath. See how this is like right next to it now? It's because we clicked it, but it was really about the middle of the way through it. So the problem here is that our angle's just not right. If we can trace this is longer. Do you see how this line goes all the way green here, all the way into it? See that? As opposed to here, where we can't see as much of the roof. So when we get to here, it snaps back up because that's where the ceiling above us takes priority. So our line of sight only goes to about here. Notice the green wire is not disappearing. And then if we switch this and do the same thing, the green wire starts to go through it. It disappears. So whereas before we only got to here, oops. Before where we only got to here, we actually get to go all the way back to here and past it. And that's why we're getting pipe is blocked, because we're on the wall behind us at that point. So we're seeing through it and potentially putting a pipe through it, but our angle to look through it is not right. So what we need to do is, remember how I said if you had like 10 pixels in a row for like, you know, n length, to line up that shot to go through all of them, it's very difficult. You have to find like just the right height to do it. So here, our height isn't quite right. So like if we want this, we're looking at it like this. So we're getting most of the way through, but we're not getting all the way through. If that makes sense. So we need to adjust our height. Campfires have like a pretty big range and they're cheap. So generally we like to use those. But here it's not tall enough. Because our only option is to crouch, unless we try to spam crouch it to place it, which might actually work. Oh my god, I thought I got kicked again. So here, if we would do... I want an easy one. So that's pretty easy to get. So if we have another one that can connect to that, yes. Now it's blocked, but if we... Yeah, it's turning yellow there for a second. Do you see it? If that's true, I should be able to just do it myself. That means its angle's not right. It's not getting all the way through. Look how close it is, though. Oh. That just means our starting height's wrong. So you would almost want to go, let's figure out this first, and then figure out the height we need to be in after that. All right, so that was at this one. Let's try... What is that snapping onto? That's just about in the middle from what I can see. Where does that go? It doesn't make sense you can only do one. It has to go both ways, right? Is it because the king's happening in the middle? Like, it has to be. You have to be able to run a pipe through this. Here's an easier way to check. That's going to be super annoying, though. This is gonna be so tough. I don't need this back wall. Okay, I don't need this back wall. Place it on the middle. And if it's possible to run it, these should be like the same height. You can see through. Yeah, alright. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just not. The floor stack's just too tight for it. If you could do it, this would let you do it. How much? That's like the maximum we can do, right? That's so close to being see-throughable. Maybe like another pixel or two. I mean, it's so quick to build. Jump. We did the white line. If we give it just a smidge more, let's try this black line here. That might be the pipeline. That'd be funny. And from here. Need more. How much? Yeah, you can like start to see it now. Just start to see it. I think it's still blocked, but cheaters are gonna get you to do that. Yeah, I don't think we can do pipes here. What are you working on? I don't know what to call it. It's a new idea. We're thinking the burger base. No, let's call it the burger bunker. Burger bunker. It's a bunker. It's a burger bunker. And you can incorporate it into any kind of base. It's the burger bunker, chat. It's the burger bunker. Go to the white line. Two foundations. This is the higher one. That's the lower one. Can't see loot. Upgrade it. 10 frags. Get your boxes. And then when you log off, you just reseal the burger bunker. You put the bun back on top. We'll even spray paint it to be burger burger bun color. Is that this? Oh yeah. Gosh, we're even gonna. This is the beef? It can't be the same color. How do you like your burger, chat? It's the burger bunker. I should practice more on the mouse. Open. And then you close the burger bunker for 10 frags. Oh my god. We gotta go back to the burger color though. I think I should probably go make a short of this. I'm gonna go make a short of this, chat. Thanks for watching.